Why do I find it so hard when I know in my heart the Dolphins gonna draft Justin Herbert? The Dolphins will draft Justin Herbert. It'll be a glorious day. All right, I'm just fucking around. I'm just messing around. No cuts, no cuts. I'm about to go to Publix, bro. Just came back from a workout, biking. Trying to lose weight because, I'm a little gordo, a little fat. Got a light I posted right here that should help with some lighting. And maybe I won't always, come all the way back here where the lighting's not going to work and not going to help. But how are we all doing? How are we doing today? Today's video, as you can see by the title, is Risk versus Reward, Justin Herbert edition. We did a risk versus reward of Tua Tagovailoa. Let me adjust the camera a little bit too. We did a risk versus reward for Tua Tagovailoa yesterday, and a lot of you probably came away with that, and you're like, "Oh, this dude fucking hates Tua Tagovailoa. He doesn't want him at all." Incorrect, highly incorrect. But today we're doing risk versus reward of Justin Herbert, and I think the biggest one that we have to talk about, of course, with the risk of Justin Herbert, you can do with some consistency issues with accuracy. You can talk about some other things, the it factor, whatever. I think the biggest thing that people get really upset about with Justin Herbert, well, two things. The first one is someone one random day decided to compare him to Ryan Tannehill. And I think that the comparison to Ryan Tannehill really rubbed Dolphins fans the wrong way. And I know that now a lot of people have things engraved in the mind. The draft is, 6 days away at this point, and wait, no, incorrect. The draft is 5 days away at this point, and you have your opinion on the quarterback, right? Whether you're a Dolphins fan, a Bengals fan, Chargers, whoever it is that needs a quarterback, right? You have your opinion, and your opinion's solid, and you're not going to go off of it until the quarterback that your team drafts turns into a superstar, or they fail, and you get to be excited about it. And I feel like the comparison with Justin Herbert and Ryan Tannehill was one that instantly you move like 90% of the Dolphins fan base completely off of him. Because the way that the NFL now looks at Tannehill, because he's done a little bit, he revived his career per se in Tennessee, is kind of like if we were going to, how can I measure this? Let's say that we were like here, or we'll use my TV. Let's say we were here with Tannehill, like the Dolphins fan base. The NFL was like here. Or let me go farther. They were like here. Now, with Tannehill, the NFL is like here, and the Dolphins fan base is still here. Or we switched, right? And I think that with Tannehill, there's just a lot of negative energy. There's a lot of negative vibes when it comes to Ryan Tannehill when you mention his name, speaking into the breath of Dolphins fans, right? And they get very annoyed with it. And so once you compare Justin Herbert to Ryan Tannehill, that's where everything goes south. And I think that even for people like me who wouldn't mind getting Justin Herbert, who wouldn't care, who obviously just wants to see Dolphins Twitter burn when it comes to the picking him over Tua or whatever it could be, right? I think that the biggest thing for me is that it's just come down to the hatred of Justin Herbert, right? Not the actual, this is why he's bad. You could go off of anything. You say 4 years in college, his first 2 years were really good. Third year, his junior year was kind of would have been a top 5 pick in the draft. Decided to go back for his senior year. Still wasn't really amazing. Could have been a top 5 or should have been still a consensus top 5 pick. But Oregon and him just didn't have a great year. You dealt with some consistency issues when it comes to his accuracy. And you can't use the whole 6'6", 250 or whatever it is with the athleticism anymore, because the NFL, we know you don't always have to be that height. I mean, Tua is 6 foot, and he's been successful thus far, and he might continue to be successful. Kyler Murray is like 5'9", even though he's realistic what they listed him at like 5'11" or 5'10". And he will still, he's most likely going to continue to succeed in the NFL, whether there's someone like me who doesn't like Kyler Murray strictly off of personality, not off of play. And it comes down like that stuff doesn't matter, right? You can't use, but he's got the size, 6'6", man, come on. Okay, well, look at Russell Wilson, look at Kyler Murray now in the NFL, look at any short quarterback. Like, it's not, you don't have to be 6'6" anymore. You don't have to be the prototypical NFL size quarterback anymore. And that's just what it's coming down to. So you can't use that as a positive for Herbert, and you shouldn't use it as a positive for Herbert. But with the negatives, you can say everything besides, Tannehill comparison. He's had some consistency issues where there's times where he's very accurate in certain situations, and there's times where he's really inaccurate in certain situations. I mean, you can look at the film, and if you watch film, you'll see it. And I know I'm one that I've written in stone that he was consistent with accuracy, because there's times where he was and there's times where he wasn't. And it just turns down to, okay, well, he's inconsistent. And then we scroll back all the way back to the Tannehill stuff, right? So you compare him to Ryan Tannehill, you instantly lose, like I said, 90% of the fan base. Let's say they're like, it's 90-10. Let's say that. Or let's be generous, go 80-20, right? The second big thing with him is people say, well, Justin Herbert doesn't have a good personality. Nobody liked him. Okay, well, are you saying that because you as a Dolphins fan don't like Justin Herbert? Or are you saying that because you have an inside source from the towel boy at Oregon who knows that Justin Herbert's not liked in the locker room? I mean, these all just come off of speculation. We have a clip that, if you go onto the PFM podcast Twitter, we have up there, where we talk about how it's Josh Houts who talks about it, where it's, okay, wow, who the hell knows? No one does. None of us, about his personality. Because none of us know Justin Herbert. Nobody in the media knows Justin Herbert. The only people that know Justin Herbert are his teammates. I believe he was a captain in Oregon. He won MVP at the Senior Bowl, which, yeah, that's not a great thing, but I'm pretty sure it's voted on by your teammates. So the teammates voted you MVP of the Senior Bowl. They liked you during the practices. The whole personality thing. Like, if you want to talk about personality, like I mentioned earlier, Baker Mayfield has a personality issue. If you want to go that way and look at him, he's at least successful right now. Had a down year with the Browns, but the Browns weren't going to succeed last year regardless. Kyler Murray, in my personal belief, has a personality issue. His life's being run by his father, and that's, a red flag. Lonzo Ball, that whole situation, that's obviously not football, but there are so many times where there's personality issues that are evident, but then the people that you don't like, the people that don't fit your agenda, have personality issues, but there's nothing there that you can spot perfectly. You can't say, oh, well, like, it's like the thing that happened, can't remember his name, from draft day. It's like that situation, right? Where I think it was Bo something, Bo Lee, Bo whatever, right? It's like that situation where it was, oh, nobody came to his birthday party, like his 21st. Like, come on. That situation, sure. None of his teammates came to his 21st birthday party. That sucks. Maybe people didn't like him and he's kind of an asshat, right? But it's like that. Like, if we have something, and that's a movie and that stuff's stupid anyways, but if you have something you can pinpoint it, you can go, ooh, like it's with tape. You can look at the tape and you can notice right there, that thing's messed up. Ooh, right there, that thing's messed up. I got you right there. This, that, wherever, right? You can point it out. You can see it. You can make sure that it's there for everyone to see. But personality, it's different. Someone could watch my videos and they can see me and they're like, wow, this dude's really upbeat and positive. And a lot of times I was positive about the Dolphins. I would mention I don't like the negativity. It's why I don't follow guys like Armando Salguero and Omar Kelly. But I'm an asshole. And that's just what it is. Like, if people who know me in my personal life know that I'm an asshole. It's just the way that I've built up my personality and who I am. But I could look outside to other people as a good guy, or I could look to other things like that. But that's just not the truth. You can show a different personality to a different person every time that you meet them. And of course, the first interaction with that person matters a lot. So with the risk versus reward part of this, to get towards the end of my little rant on Justin Herbert, or going towards the risk, we kind of covered that. The media outrage that would happen is kind of a risk. And then also, a lot of people have called it the safe pick. I've said it's the pick, but there's stuff to it, right? And what I think it comes down to at the end of the day for the reward is that you have a guy that you can develop, and he can learn behind Ryan Fitzpatrick and continue to develop. And that's the reward with Tua, you have a guy where if he's healthy, he's an all-star Pro Bowl first team player, right? Obviously. And then with Herbert, he can get to that if he's coached up the right way. So I think the reward for Herbert is if he can get to being the right way, if he can get to being in that area where he can be that guy, because you as coaches can coach him up to be that way, perfect, you win. If they can't do that, perfect, you lose, and you're probably fired. Like I said, I think that they should draft Herbert, but I also think they should draft Herbert because I think that there is a lot of potential there, and I just don't like the injury history, not the current injury, but injury history with Tua. My only other guy I think would be Jordan Love, and that's something that we'd have to talk about on a different day. But I gotta go to Publix to get some stuff. I need to make sure I have my mask, or else they won't let me in. Hope everyone's safe during the coronavirus. Any comments, questions, concerns, please go down in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe as well if you aren't subscribed already. I know I've been losing subscribers, but like I said, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to post what I want, say what I want, do what I want. And I feel like that's the way that my YouTube channel is going to continue to be revived. And like I said, we're posting every day right now up until the draft. And then probably we'll post Friday and Saturday of rounds 2 and 3 and 4 through 7 as well, pending anything. But I'm enjoying being back. I like it. No stream today, so when you see this video, don't worry, you didn't miss it. It's not going to happen. I'm going to play some Warzone. If I decide to stream Warzone, then that'll happen. But I'm going to play some Warzone with some friends, have a little bit of fun, and enjoy myself there instead of having like 2 or 3 hours of just playing FIFA by myself. So hope you guys very much enjoy this video. I will see you guys next time. We're going to go real close up again. And as always, peace.